Hey everyone, so I recently picked up The Legend of Zelda Art and Artifacts book. This is a kind of collector's type book. You see it's really hefty. It's part of a 3-book collection, the Goddess collection, the first of which is Hyrule Historia, and then the third one is actually Encyclopedia, which I did both unboxing and overview videos on my channel years ago. I took my time to get this book because I was waiting for a price discount. This normally retails for about $40, but I was able to pick this up around $20 on Amazon Prime Day. For those super collectors out there, I do want to point out that the one I'm currently unboxing is kind of the standard version. They also have a deluxe version which has a pretty nifty clear sleeve, but really besides the aesthetics, the interior contents is exactly the same. So if you're just looking for the nice artwork, you can save a few bucks by getting the standard edition that I have here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this unboxing and flip through of this gorgeous art book. So brand new, it does come shrink wrapped like this, and right now I'm just checking the corners to see if there's any damage during shipping. It looks like it's in good shape. So removing the shrink wrap, you can see that there is that shiny gold gilding on both the front cover as well as the back cover. At the very bottom, you can see it is part of the Goddess collection, and it is an officially Nintendo branded product. Retails for $39.99 US and $53.99 Canadian bucks. The spine is in tune with the rest of the collection with, again, gold gilding lettering and symbols, and it also has the Master Sword right in the middle and the Dark Horse Books logo at the very bottom. As for the color coordination, it looks like this particular book doesn't have that, unlike the Encyclopedia one, but it has the same high quality binding, which is actually woven into and not simply glued on, as expected for a nice collector's type book. What this means when the spine is actually woven in is that when you actually open it up, it can lay flat pretty easily without having to crease the outer binding. Size-wise, it's definitely not your typical novel size. It is considerably bigger than, say, an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, as you can see here. It's actually about 9 inches wide, 12 inches tall, 1.5 inches thick, and just over 5 pounds heavy. So as a quick size comparison, I just got a MacBook Pro 14-inch. Check out my unboxing video on that. And it's pretty much the same size in terms of the front sizing, maybe a little bit bigger. Of course, the thickness is considerably more and also a good 2 pounds heavier. So not something you really want to be lugging around. So that's the exterior design. Let's take a look at the inside. I'm going to do a quick cover-to-cover flip, but you can see that the end pages are this very nice matte paperwork of the land of Hyrule. It's the same on both the front end cover and also the back end cover. And then you can see on the publisher page, copyright page, what games are actually included in this particular art book. I find it funny that it also includes Mario Kart for some reason. I think that might be a little bit of a typo. This was, of course, originally in Japanese, so the English version came out a little later after they had time to translate it. But I'm sure it didn't take them too long to translate this particular book in the collection. Taking a look at the table of contents, it's broken up into 3 distinct sections, the first of which is kind of an overall masterpiece gallery, starting with the original Legend of Zelda game up to Triforce Heroes. And then the second section is more focused on the actual character illustrations, and the final section is kind of a hodgepodge of small graphics as well as interviews with the actual artists and a sneak peek at Breath of the Wild, which was just coming out at that time. So first off is the Masterpiece Gallery. What I love about these pages is how thick and edge to edge the artwork can be, as you can see here. And on the bottom, it will show you which game the artwork is from, the top one and also the last one on that page. So it's nice that you can kind of keep track as you're flipping through the book. If you can't tell already, the artwork is not only like finalized published artwork, but even sketches and also game cover designs, maybe even concepts that never made to full print. Next is the character illustrations, both friends and foes. I also like that they included a specific darkened section just for the items for each game, so you kind of remember what items you managed to pick up when you were playing. I think especially for artists or people who really like to draw game characters, this is a really nice book to have. Even though it doesn't have like step-by-step instructions on how to draw, but these are great for just inspiration in general. And now we get to the Tempo of Time section, the first 30 years. This is a really cool section where you can see the game cover artwork between the Japanese version and the North American version, the pixel art from the earlier Zelda games, a few bonus gallery pics, and there's also this really nice edge-to-edge like poster built in for Breath of the Wild. It's a pull-out page, so it takes up actually 3 pages. There's a couple more Breath of the Wild artwork following that, and then we get to the interview section with the artists. It's pretty interesting. Some of these guys worked for more than 10 years just working on Zelda artwork. And that's an entire 427 page art book. It's definitely a really thick art book just because of how thick the pages are, and you can see it's definitely the thickest book out of the 3-set collection as well. But I would say this is a really nice book to have or to give to somebody who is a Legend of Zelda fan, especially if they are an aspiring artist. If you're a collector like me, you'll want to get all 3, but if you only wanted to choose one, this one's pretty light on content, so you only want to give this to really somebody who's just focused on art. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to check out my other Zelda videos.